Well, good morning, everyone. Waking up a little bit sicker each day, looks like it. But here we are in today's live session. Let's see what we can possibly get for today. Just give me 1 second. And I'll go ahead and start the stream right now in a little bit. Okay, so we have NASDAQ here. I think we might be possibly going up for a higher movement to the upside. If you see, had a good consolidation in Asia and London session as well, slightly going lower. And then today or earlier this morning, we opened up at 9:30 here. Had a really good drop down initially, coming down below these equal lows here. So that was enough for price to accumulate buy or long orders there to go long. And also we have, I believe that's the daily. Yeah, it's the daily imbalance or fair value gap inside of this area here, which is pretty much what we tested right now. We're currently creating a swing low also on the daily chart. So we might, if we close higher than this low here today and tomorrow as well, then probably next week we might have a retracement into these areas in here. So just take that into consideration. But for now, on the short term, I could possibly see these highs being taken out, right? Since we already tested this area a couple times, once here, twice, 3 times, and then 4 times, and then went back up. So we have this imbalance in here. That's what I'm going to be watching to see if we get any reaction off of this. So I'll leave that there. But essentially, there's still liquidity above these highs and above these highs in here. So that's what I want to take in consideration for today. We're able to drop down below these lows here. That would be a good long entry to go long and head up above the highs that we have right now. It could possibly just go high from here since they already had a really good retracement here coming inside of this accumulation of price action. And I believe it's at a 62% retracement. So that could send price higher from where it's at. So essentially, I would prefer to wait for it to come down here, but if it keeps trading higher without it, then it's fine. And liquidity is above this high here. Should be some some pending orders up there. And if you look at the lows here, you can see that there's a really nice divergence with US 30 making a lower low. US 500 and 100 making a higher low. So it should be the beginning of a swing move higher. Not I'm gonna try not to talk too much because my throat is really hurting right now. So I'll try to talk the least I can, but still giving you guys important information throughout the charts. I'm just gonna go ahead and note this imbalance here real quick and see how we behave inside of that in the smaller time frames. And again, I'd prefer if it comes down here first, but it could just react as support inside of this 15-minute one that I just outlined and go higher from here. There's a small 1-minute imbalance inside of here as well that it's currently testing on. Looks like it's starting to have that retracement. Overall price action here has been kind of shitty. Hasn't really had much movement. It's been really contracted. Kind of consolidated, but at the same time going lower.
I just realized like I wish it would just like reverse right there and drop back down into like a small demand zone, like around where is it? Around 144.67, and from there take all the highs and just go upwards for the rest of the week.
Like all the way down here?
Yeah, like all the way down to a 144.67. On the 15 minute, it looks like a nice little demand zone down there. Like, cause that's an imbalance right there. It got into, but then pushed upwards. So I would assume it would probably take up yesterday's high and come back down into that demand zone and just to push all the way upwards again.
I don't think it's really much necessary because of the rejection that it had here. It already took liquidity, so
Oh, okay.
it should not go down there anymore in my eyes. I don't think it should really go down there. It should just keep on pushing up for the buy side. It wouldn't really be beneficial if it goes down there for the longs. If it's going to retrace and keep on going higher, should only just, I believe, just retrace to the 5 minute one imbalance that we have here. Inside that 5 minute one, we also have this 1 minute imbalance. So essentially, that's where it should act as support. I believe it just tested a 15 minute imbalance as well on the left side, which would be this one right here. So that should be pretty much it for that retracement. Like, we should populate. Sorry, you guys hear my dog barking right now. That should be pretty much it for the retracement, and it could possibly start seeing higher prices now.
What do you think the overall could be?
Huh?
What do you think the overall potential on the buy side, going up to the buy side?
For today, I think it's I would just go for the high here.
That's is that 14657?
Mm, yeah, 630 or so. 635, 640.
Okay. I
Yeah,
got in on that imbalance there.
which one?
The 5 minute imbalance. I got in.
Oh yeah, this big one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like waiting on it, and when you remind me on the 15, I was like, let me just make sure.
Make sure.
Yeah, because sometimes the 15 minute might want to pull down a little bit more than the 5. You got to be careful.
It should start shooting up now because there's a lot of liquidity above these highs here. So we already had that retracement. It took the sell side down here below these lows and it filled the imbalance on the 1 minute and partial imbalance on the 15 minute here. So that should
Yeah,
be
once it break that high, I'm gonna take partials.
that should be enough for price to just keep on going higher. And here we should see price hold up above this imbalance in here. There's a small imbalance here on the 1 minute, so we should see it stay above that. Right there. We don't want to see it retrace too much. At the most, it could spike down to this one here, but I don't want to see much of a retracement from that. Like that close right there. I wouldn't really like that for it to continue up. Is it really it closed way too down low? So it's most likely could possibly just have a retracement side of this, the body of this candle, and then keep on going lower, unless if we really start pushing right now. Let me just measure. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go pretty much close under the mean threshold of that last one candle also.
Damn, the way you said that she gave a little push, and I was like, come on, just push right through. Just now on that last minute candle, she was going like downwards and she pushed up. I was like, oh, I hope that's the push you were talking about.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't make it.
Well, she barely made one, and then this one yeah, it looks like it could possibly come back down just once more. So it could still tap on this 1 minute imbalance once more, but it looks like it might want to take out the low though. Well, there we have it, testing that 1 minute imbalance once more. I really would have liked for those highs to be taken out though with this run here. I mean, those highs look too clean. Also on the US 500. The US 30 did have a deeper move higher though. And the structure on the 30 minutes looks good though. As long as we don't cover fully this up 30-minute up candle. 1 minute doesn't look bad either. Let me just note the open of this here. I mean, that's still right at where, pretty much where the imbalance is.
The 1 minute look is trying to push up pretty good. Got a little volume.
Let's see if it starts pushing right now.
And we're gonna get another 30-minute candle in the next minute.
Yep, about less than a minute. Essentially, we should start pushing up. like I said, it just it was possible for it to just come back down and test this 1 minute imbalance, which it just did. So hopefully that could be pretty much it. It could come back down and test this white line or just the top of the imbalance, but I wouldn't want to see it break through this low. Like that there, that's what you wouldn't really want to see breaking through this low, because that could just send it lower. It would really have to start rejecting right away if it's going to go higher. If not, it's most likely going to just keep on pushing lower. So it keeps on breaking lower, it's coming down for these lows. I mean, the last line in the sand would be the imbalance that we have here. That's like the last thing that should support price to the upside. But by the looks of it, it looks like it is most likely going to break that. It's coming in pretty strong to the downside, really. And I believe we already covered the 30-minute pretty much. Uh, if it does break through under this here, that's most likely going to come for the low here, and possibly the one down here from yesterday. This is pretty much the last area of support for price. If it's going to come up above this high, it's going to have to respect this here. And if it's going to go high right now, or if it's going to go high above this high, I would like for it to push higher faster than what we came down. So essentially we should see, once it starts pushing higher and starts printing really nice bulky up candles, we should see at least one or two cover the whole range that we that it dropped to.
Yeah, shoot to the moon, Rocket Man.
The most 3 candles, 3 1-minute candles. So in other words, this imbalance here, it should rip through that if it's going to go above this high here. We already broke above this candle's high. Like I said, we should see that 1, 2, at the most 3 candles coming above this high here. Less time than what it took coming down, we should see it less time going up if it's going to be bullish. Because if it starts rejecting there and starts going lower than that, means that it was just a retracement to fill this imbalance, and then it's going to come attack the lows here. So hopefully we could see this candle start really pushing up from here. Still believe the draw should be above this high here, the draw of liquidity.
There we go. Come on, Rocket Man, fly to the moon.
You buy side up here. I just don't like how it's going back and forth in here. Should have just covered all of this range already.
Don't worry, man. Give her a minute. Let me call Mr. Powell.
Yeah, call Mr. Powell. Tell him. Start
Tell him you want NASDAQ to go bullish.
Send a tweet, right? There. I like how we opened up inside of this in here. So essentially we should not come down lower than this up candle anymore if it's gonna keep on going higher. And watch the price action once we break above this low here. It should really start it going higher, like really fast. We should start seeing really bulky up candles stretching to reach for the buy side. Essentially right now it's just testing this blue imbalance that we have here. Should act as support and send price higher. It's going to be shown there. Pretty much trying to play hard. Like I would have really would wanted to see it have gone for the buy side already.
Don't worry. He just read my text. Mr. Powell is gonna fix it for us. Just give it a minute.
Cool. Let's see if it starts running now. Eventually, when it breaks this high, it should just rip up for the buy side above here. Just like that.
He replied. He said we got a few hard questions for him, but he's trying to avoid any necessary answers. So he said just give him a few more minutes.
You better hurry up. Nah, yeah, it should break above that buy side without problem. It looks too obvious. It looks too obvious that it's gonna go for the buy side here. So essentially we should not go below the up candles low here anymore. It could possibly test the imbalance on the top end, but I don't want to see it come down too deep inside of it anymore. It should just keep on going for the buy side above here. And the target would be, I would say, the buy side and then yesterday's high. Yesterday's high, which is right there. We have this buy side, we have this here, which it could consolidate above this high, but essentially the heavier liquidity should be above this high here. So we could possibly make the high, if we go above this high and keep on going higher, I think the most it could go to is this imbalance here. So essentially that should be like the last upside movement that should have. We have this buy side. Once it breaks this buy side, it should really have no problem hitting this high here. Or it actually would be, yeah, the high would be actually just above the low end of this green square. So if we hit this buy side, it should have no problem hitting this, the bottom of this square here. And then we'll see if it either just consolidates and then keeps on going higher for the last buy side, which is, I think that's it. Yeah, it's
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I got in exactly at 145.39.29 and 145.72. 2 trades.
Mm-hmm.
Like the minute you call it pulling back to that imbalance, that's where I got in.
The one down here?
Yeah, that one there, and the other blue one right above that one, the smaller one. When I saw it reject right there, that's when I got in again.
Yeah, that's where it should have been. That would have been a really good entry there, just as it hit this here.
Okay, Mr. Powell said it's about to launch in like 2 minutes, so we should see a takeoff, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Because sometimes he's a liar, because he loves to lie to the people. So hope he's not lying to me.
He's
wait, hold on. He did not lie. He delivered. He delivered.
He's a busy man, so it's understandable. So yeah, the buy side just got tagged. And we could grab, let's just look for this extension here, see where it takes us. So essentially 50% could be the white line here, and then we have the 61.8 right at the bottom of the was it on the 15-minute, I think? And it was a 1 hour then. Yeah. Wait, what time frame was it? 30? Yeah, the 30-minute imbalance. So the fib extension pretty much takes us to the bottom of that. So that gives us a lot of confluence that it could most possibly make the high there. But if you did take any buys either here or here, then I'd take some partials right now above this high, and then some just at as we go into the 14.633 level, and ultimately to the 61.8 extension. Yeah, on the 5-minute, we could see more clearly how it came all the way down for the order blocks down here. and then kept on going higher. I would have liked for it to not have that much of a retracement initially, like if it could have just gone higher from here, but I mean, we did have it, but essentially these lows should have not, like I mentioned earlier, they should not be tagged at all if it's going to keep on going higher, because if we would have broken this low, these lows or broken this imbalance in here, then that would have meant that this would have been the morning session high, and Nasdaq could have possibly just kept going lower for this low here and then the low down here, which is yesterday's low. But since we didn't and we started pushing up, then the direction for the rest of this morning or for the next hour should be for the buy side above here, which is yesterday's high as well. So there's going to be a lot of liquidity accumulated there, especially because we were going lower since Asia session. We've been pretty much assuming or reflecting, the market has been reflecting that it's been going lower. So there has been a lot of sells accumulating with stops above each high, above here, above here, above here, and then obviously above yesterday's high as well. So now that we had all this manipulation, if you drop down to like the 1 minute time frame, you can see that there was initially a lot of manipulation here, a lot of accumulation, and it finally left that consolidation there, came back just for a retest, and then we have a new expansion here. So essentially it should just continue going higher. But guys, my throat's like really hurting right now, so I'm gonna have to close this session out early because I'm really starting to feel the throat. I thought I was getting better, but I started getting worse with different symptoms.
Okay. Go drink some tea, my bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a cup of tea, see if that works.
Tomorrow.
You're gonna be drinking a lot of tea out there in London, huh?
Yeah. Don't worry, tomorrow I'll call Uncle Powell to see if he can help us on Friday. Because we need that extra fun money for Friday.
Is that when you're leaving?
No, I'm leaving on Monday.
Oh, Monday?
Then it's a good thing I'm getting US too, because I can just transfer all of this to my Wise card.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know, for somewhere like me personally, I don't like using my debit card when I'm overseas. So it's either credit card or cash. Because with the credit card, I can just block it and slice it up and order a new one, since my mom works at a bank.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good. A good benefit.
Because my dad experience when he went overseas is that the first time he went to, I think it was Beijing, and he went around Sweden afterwards, he saw like random transaction on his card. So he just ended up worrying. By the time he got back, they took about $2,500 out of his account.
Dang. Yeah. My brother had a similar thing. He came to Mexico to visit like three weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a card sent to him to his apartments, but the card got there before he went back. So or I'm not sure if the mailman like placed the card to a different mailbox or what happened, but somebody else started using it and they used like $5,000 on it.
Dang. Wait,
yeah.
which brother is it? Is it
it's Andre.
Andre? Dang.
Yeah, he was
tough, because I follows him for whenever I want to trade GU, because he always trading GU, and then Mauricio, he taught me a lot on EU.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, dang, that's tough. 5,000, bro.
Yeah, I think he was able to get it back. I told him, I was like, bro, just find out which store it was and everything, call him. And he ended up calling the store because it was like a Corvette store, like for accessories for Corvettes, and it looks like they were doing like online purchase. So he was able to call the store and let them know that wasn't him, and he was like,
that person is a bastard. I'm not gonna lie. And for a Corvette, come on.
Yeah, like if he doesn't have money, if he has Corvette, huh?
You have a Corvette and you're doing something petty like that. Come on, man.
Yeah, he bought some accessories for Corvette that was like 3,000 something, and then I guess he got a full tank because it looked like he went to Chevron to for gas, and then he got like breakfast at Danny's, and then I don't know some other stuff.
Nah,
But
that's wild, bro.
it was about 5K. I was like, damn, fucking people, bro. And when he called the store, he actually got his information, like his name and the address and everything.
Yeah,
So
that you see, that's the reason why I prefer a credit card or a debit card, because a debit card is my personal money and they charge you service fees for using their accounts. But if you have a credit card now, like if you don't really care about your credit score and you have a high credit card, you can swipe that bad boy and slowly pay that back in small amounts. And it's
mm,
their money, not your money. You still have your own personal money.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the benefits about credit cards. And the thing is that it's better to get a chargeback on credit card than debit card.
Yep.
A lot easier.
All right, my bro, go rest. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get off right now. I gotta go to work now. But I made money, so I don't feel like going to work today. But I made money. I'll go. I'll go.
Oh god.
No,
Thanks,
honestly,
thank you guys
I was
for
gonna call in. I was gonna call in sick today. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm like, if I make money today, I'm gonna call in sick. But you know what? I'm just gonna be like, sorry, I'm late. Something happened. Something came up.
Yeah, the market called. Yeah,
Facts.
thank you guys for joining, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the morning session. I mean, for the Spanish session tomorrow, it's gonna be our last session. So
Alrighty.
see you guys then, and thanks.
Thanks.